So, 51-year-old primary school teacher, why?
Why am I 51? Why am I a primary teacher? Why did I go?
Why did you do it?
Basically, I had my first child when I was 20. So for the whole of my adult life, I've always had to have the responsibility of putting the kids first. So once it got to my youngest daughter, Titi, was 17, this chance came up on Facebook, of all things. It was just a little thing that you filled in, and I thought, well, no one's going to be interested in me. No one cares what I do. And I filled it in, didn't think anything, and then all of a sudden I had an email back, so I thought it was one of my friends taking the mick.
Yeah.
And
it was for real?
Yeah.
And so off you trot for this Tuscan adventure.
And I found it really strange how grown people could sometimes perhaps be a bit childish and things, you know, and moan about things. You thought, I don't really get what's going on with that. But it was strange to have all adults with their own opinion, because obviously being a mum is my way or no way type of thing at the end of the day, you know. So to be able to have something where I had to keep in line with what everybody else thought.
Were you a bit like that over there? It's my way or no way?
Oh, you couldn't be like that.
No.
You couldn't.
No, you said no then straight away, so that's OK. That's a good sign.
I was told constantly, wasn't it, that I was sort of... I'm told I'm quite straight-talking, and I can't help to that.
A very good thing.
So, you know, at least you know where you are.
Were you looking for love?
It would have been nice, and I did find love. I fell in love with 2 dogs, a donkey, and the area. Something, innit?
So not quite the tall, dark Italian man.
I didn't even see that, though. I didn't see it.
OK, all right. Well, Andy,
but not the Tuscan Italian guys, because you thought they were going to be tall and dark and handsome.
Whether it's because, though, see, I sometimes forget how old I am. So I imagine this thing where I think tall, dark, handsome. Well, who's going to be tall, dark and handsome? Dark, be honest, Phil. 51, you're not going to stay dark, are you? So I didn't see any dark ones. They go light.
They go light? It does go light.
So
I just have to find it attractive.
Yeah, I think it's lovely, but it's not what you're looking for.
It wasn't what you were looking for.
Not what I expected to see.
And what were you looking for?
I had no agenda, basically. I was just going out for an adventure. Just a change.
Well, yours was a huge change, really, because if you don't mind me saying, 55, you're a former police detective, 31 years in service. And in June the previous year, you'd suffered a heart attack.
Yeah, just about 3 weeks before we went out. Yeah, right. 5th of June, I was out having a walk. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I'm back of an ambulance being whizzed off to Bristol Hospital and having an operation.
So
having
really
a stent fitted. So, well, yeah, it wasn't really scary. I think it was just, oh, dear. So, a life change, basically.
Yeah.
Friends, Mel, she found it on Facebook. Andy, I think this is for you. You're at a life crossroads in your life. You need to slow down, geezer. And therefore, I found myself in Tuscany about 6 weeks later.
So, your job was out in the olive groves, wasn't it?
Every morning I had a 5-kilometre walk, which I did on my own, and therefore at dawn, it was my time to...
The slackers annoyed you a bit, didn't they? Because they were slackers.
Basically, yeah, I have a work ethics, and basically if you're there, especially when it's all hands on the deck, yeah, come on, we're there to work. It's not a holiday, so therefore... You've got to pull your weight.
And your biggest challenge was being filmed 24/7, which, of course, is the nature of the programme, and you knew that when you signed up for it, but the reality of having those cameras in your face all the time was difficult.
Yeah, you couldn't really relax. They were constantly... As soon as we woke up, we were being filmed till the time you went to bed. So, therefore, because we were talking about...
That, though.
Well, we were talking... Well, that's what we signed up for.
Yeah, I loved it.
But so, therefore, you're constantly aware that you're being filmed and under the microscope, and which I will see tonight, because I haven't seen the programme yet, see how I perform.
How you come across,
So you're both back here. Would you like to live there? Would you go back there?
Oh, yeah,
no. Because you've rented 300 olive trees.
Well, yeah, I've got an olive grove out there, which I have to go back in a couple of weeks, because it's the time now for it to be pruned and cleaned in prep for the harvest in October.